enjoy what's
first ever.
a 2-on-1. Oh,
did he bring it in? He did.
It is.
caught!
And welcome back to the NFHS Broadcast Network for today's second title game from the state of Vermont, the Division III title contest here in the Vermont Principal Association's Football Championship Series. All three games taking place here today at South Burlington High School. We thank you for tuning in to the VPA Football D3 State Championship. The Vermont State Highway Safety Office is proud to support the VPA and wants to remind everyone watching today that traffic safety is a team sport. Thank you for engaging in safe driving practices to and from games all year long to ensure we all arrive to our destination safely. Stay safe and drive well, Vermont. And welcome to the NFHS Network for today's D3 Vermont Principal Association's Football State Championship game between number 1 Woodstock Union High School and number 2 Bellows Falls High School. We are live from South Burlington High School for all three of today's championship games. And a special thanks to Athletic Director Mike Jabor, Head Football Coach Chad Wolf, and the South Burlington community for hosting these championship games. I'm Alan Ruggles, joined by Paul Wheeler here in the booth. On the sideline, Eric Berry, and our production team of Kevin Richard, Chad Simpson, Allie Crammon, and Matt Clark. All right, Paul, when these two teams met October 24th, they scored a total of 112 points, with Woodstock winning 60-52. The Wasps come into today's game scoring 99 points in their last two games, playoff games. What a head coach Ramsey Worrell and the Wasps have left in the tank.
Well, Alan, I do believe Woodstock has more gas in that tank, as evidenced by their two shutout wins in their quarterfinal and semifinal matchups. That double overtime win against Bellows Falls, that game to end the regular season gave this team a shot of confidence, and they now know that Bellows Falls can be beat. Their adrenaline will be spiked today as they look for another D3 crown.
There you go for head coach Bob Lockerbie and the Terriers. Their run to the title game includes a total of 90 points scored. Two immovable objects, it would seem. How do the Terriers match up with Woodstock?
Well, the short answer is the Terriers match up favorably. When you play two overtimes and score 52 points, your offense certainly did their job. Defensively, they'll once again have their hands full with a very balanced Woodstock team and a Wasp defense, which hasn't allowed a point since giving up those 52 in the final game of the regular season. I believe the Bellows Falls defense will show up today.
There you go. And when you look at the Terriers' offense, they have some big, powerful backs to lead the way. And what is Woodstock and head coach Ramsey Worrell, how do they strategize to slow them down, or do they just simply limit the big plays, Paul?
Well, given the way the first game went between these two teams, Woodstock hopes to find answers for the Jaden Bazin Express. Bazin is by far the best sophomore I saw this year in the games that I did for NSN and now NFHS. Actually, might be one of the best backs in the state. He has speed, power, ability to run through people. When you add quarterback Declan Lasai to that backfield, and they can score from anywhere on the field. And they're not alone as they shuffle running backs in waves, all capable of providing big plays. Long answer, but limiting and not stopping their big play capabilities will be Woodstock's goal.
There you go. Woodstock, they also have some offensive firepower, Paul. Coach Lockerbie has to be concerned about limiting their backs as well.
Well, stopping this Wasp team has been an issue for all of their opponents this year, with senior quarterback Axel Oakes leading the way and 5 quality running backs in the backfield. Here are the names: Emery, O'Neill, Blackburn, Little, and Schaefer. Bellows Falls has its hands full, and Woodstock averages 42 points per game on offense, and there'll be all hands on deck in order to keep this offense in check.
All right, folks, if you want to follow along at home and check out numbers on your device, this year's programs are free and digital and easily accessed from your mobile device. Find the links you need at vpaonline.org. And thank you to our digital program partners at the Vermont Highway Safety Office and Choices Matter, Market 32 and Price Chopper, and Northwest Designs, Inc. And again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for today's game: American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, Vermont State Highway Safety Office, Northwest Designs Inc., Market 32, and Price Chopper. Efficiency Vermont, Wilson Sporting Goods. Our sideline reporter sponsor is Faith's Auto Group, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Limelight Restoration Services, Sticks and Stuff, Main Street Graphics, Faith's Auto Group, James Plumbing, Heating and Oil Company, Lavelle Farms, Barrett and Valley Associates, Greater Falls Insurance, J&H Hardware, Springfield Hospital, Fall Mountain Pharmacy, Pizza Palace, and Allen Bros. Paul, it's going to be a great ball game.
Yes, it is. And I think this is very important. I think this is one of those games where discipline is going to be very important. You've got two teams that like to play physical, they like to hit hard. I believe both teams need to limit penalties in order to win this game.
Yeah, there you go. And again, I mean, it's all about discipline, right? And control your emotion. Play with emotion, but don't play emotionally. I've heard that. I heard a few weeks ago a Steve Sarkisian quote, and I love it. And it doesn't play out any bigger than today and the ultimate game of the season, the state title game. Any thoughts, Paul?
Well, Woodstock's the defending D3 champs.
Right.
First year in D3 in a while for Bellows Falls. They actually were the Division II state champions back in 2021. So both of these teams have championship pedigree. It'll be interesting to see what happens today. I think this is going to be a good one.
Indeed, and right, both teams have 12 titles.
Yeah.
Right, so that'll break the dozen.
Yes.
And,
yes, that's a good point.
And you know, I think one of the things we were told in the pregame is Bellows Falls, Woodstock, Hartford have all earned 12 titles. Mount St. Joseph also has 12. So there's 4 schools with 12 titles in the state of Vermont. This game will break that tie.
Somebody's going to be the leader.
Somebody's going to be the leader. Not as bold as your prediction about Coach Perry winning the D2 title, but
yeah, that was pretty bold.
But you're right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, somebody will have that lucky number 13 title here between Bellows Falls and Woodstock.
And Alan, both of these teams do have some senior leadership. Bellows Falls with 10 seniors on the club, Woodstock with 12, and those kind of kids can make a difference to young teams.
Indeed, and you know, again, as I said in the first title game today, you know, there's some of those players I hadn't seen play either because of injury or only being able to catch up with those games online, but haven't seen either of these teams play personally. So I'm really excited to see what Woodstock brings, because all I've heard is Woodstock, and hearing of those backs for Bellows Falls, I'm looking to see what these kids can do.
And I've seen both of these teams in action this year at different times of the year. Now you've got Bellows Falls, whose offense averages 47 points per game.
Amazing.
Woodstock 42. So I guess that makes sense. They played a 60-52 double overtime game, huh?
Now, so my question was, when I saw that score, was that a football score or was it a track meet?
Oh my goodness, it could have been a track score, couldn't it? Defensively, they're very, very even. 16 points a game allowed by Bellows Falls, 15 by Woodstock. They played fairly similar schedules, and I'll tell you what, everything lines up statistically for this to be a great game.
Yeah, and you know, we said that right from the get-go today. All 3 championship games should be good ones, folks, and we just saw a great one in D2, 27-20. Colchester earning the D2 title over Fairhaven. We have Woodstock and Bellows Falls on tap, and later today at 5 o'clock, St. Johnsbury Academy and Middlebury in the D1 title tilt, and that should be a great one as well. We'll be back with more right after the national anthem here on the NFHS Broadcast Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously. Yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
You know, I'm a person too.
From half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh,
Did he bring it in? He did.
It is.
caught!
And we're back at Munson Field here at South Burlington High School. The D3 title game about to get underway. Bellows Falls will kick off, and they'll be going right to left to start. They have on their white jerseys with purple pants. And on the other side, the Woodstock Wasps in their green uniforms with white lettering. They'll be going left to right. And here comes the opening kick, folks, and we are underway. That one's boomed deep down to the 10. Fielded there by number 2, Asher Emery. And he's going to be stopped just about the 23-yard line. That's where Woodstock's going to look to get it going. The VPA and Vermont State Highway Safety Office remind all student athletes, coaches, administrators, and fans to avoid distractions when behind the wheel. Championship-level teams stay focused on their goals, and championship-level drivers stay focused on the road. The text can wait. Phone down, eyes up while driving. Learn how to help keep Vermont roads safe at drivewellvt.gov. Traffic safety is a team sport. Here we go. Woodstock in green, coming out from their own end at the 23, man in motion. And underneath, that's going to be a gain of about 4, maybe 3, stopped at the 27.
Thomas Nowers on the carry, number 4. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, no, that's.
I don't have a 4 on the Woodstock team,
Yeah,
do
me
I?
either.
Okay.
No, we don't.
Well,
And there's number 4 again. Thomas Nowers, huh? I don't even have him on the list.
Nowers is for Bellows Falls. So that was the only 4 I saw on the program here.
And we look at the replay, number 4 of Woodstock with the carry, but I don't see a 4 on the program. And this was sent to me by the Woodstock athletic director, so I'm not sure why, unless there was a jersey change, but I don't see a Nowers in the program here, Paul.
No, Nowers.
Oh, I'm
Bellows
sorry.
Falls.
Yeah, but I don't see a number 4 for Woodstock either.
No one number 4 listed for Woodstock.
Okay.
Nope.
It's Riley O'Neill, Kevin tells us. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you.
Wearing number 4 today. Thank you. See, we weren't losing our minds.
Instead of number 3.
Number 3 is now number 4.
Okay, well, that's easy enough.
And a penalty on the play. 1st and 15, Woodstock coming out. Brody McGaffigan will check in with a play to Axel Oates in the huddle.
Axel Oates, a big, strong quarterback.
Yes, he looks like he can sling it. Interested to see what they do.
Senior leadership at the quarterback position.
There's a handoff to O'Neill again. Ball is down. Short gain of maybe 1 or 2. Ball just shy of the 35.
And we've seen this, or I have seen this Woodstock team in person, and they love to run the football, and they can do it with a number of different backs. But Axel Oates, make no mistake, he can put it in the air as well.
And here he comes, looking to throw it out. And nice, picked
boy.
off and intercepted by Pat Connors. And the Terriers will have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Boy, let's take a look at this replay, Alan. It didn't look like there was a green shirt anywhere in the area.
No, I agree with you there, Paul. Axel drifting out to his right. Good pressure there. And maybe intended for Larmy.
Yes,
but
number 30, yes.
maybe just a little over his head. And Bellows Falls will take it at the 31-yard line.
I think the pressure surprised him.
Yes, and that was great defense coming up by, looked like Jaden Bazin coming in from the free safety position or linebacker position.
Well, you're going to be saying Bazin's name a lot, offensively and defensively.
Here we go. Coming right up the gut is Connors. You get an interception, you get a handoff. There you go. They'll mark that one at the 19-yard line. A gain of 12, another 1st down for Bellows Falls. Short field. You don't want to give a team with a high-powered an offense too many short field opportunities. Bellows Falls, the number 2 seed. Woodstock, number 1. And here's a handoff. Bazin right up the gut, and he dances through the line inside the 5. They're going to spot him at the 3.
17 yards and a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
He is something.
He is tough to bring down, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and that was a big hole there created by the line. In that front line featuring Camden Perry, Ben Rumrell, Steve Joslin, Brock Lovell, and Rylan Ernst. 3 backs behind quarterback. Handoff, Connors. And they're spotting him down just outside. Get a gain of a yard.
He thought he had it, didn't he?
Well, I got to say, from my vantage point, that nose of the ball is right on the line, Paul, or just shy of the line, I should say. But Connors looking to get that interception and the score. See what they do here. 2nd and goal. They call it the 1 foot probably. Man in motion, and the quarterback's going to sneak it in. Touchdown, Declan Lasai.
And that did not take long, folks.
Not at all. That's, I mean, a short field, 30 yards to go to the end zone, and the Terriers capitalize on that interception. There you go. Lasai punching it in from the 1 foot line. BF on top, 6-0. And they're going to come out for the 2-point conversion, it appears, and yes, they are.
That's a staple for them.
False start. Look like the left halfback, number 34, Jake Tostrup, started to lean forward before the snap. They'll back him up 5.
Well, the 2-point conversion is a staple for BF. They do that often.
Mm-hmm. Heavy dose of the ground game here with the Terriers. And Basin's going to take it, edge out to the right, and he's going to be stopped short. At 8:18 in the first quarter, Bellows Falls 6, Woodstock 0. Market 32 believes a community isn't a place, it's the people who live there, and it's why they've been committed to serving their neighbors since day one. Beyond great food and value, Market 32 cares and proudly lends support to many organizations and events that make a real difference in our communities.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is touching millions of lives, one heart at a time. For over 70 years, coaches and athletes from youth through pro sports levels have used sports to reach others with the transforming power of Jesus Christ. FCA serves local communities through campus Bible studies, camps, and events. Learn more at fcavermont.org.
And Efficiency Vermont is proud to partner with the VPA to support the next generation of Vermont tradespeople. We need talented builders, electricians, plumbers, and other skilled professionals to create a more sustainable and cleaner future for all Vermonters. We applaud the effort of student athletes in competition, in the classroom, and in their futures as leaders in the trades. Learn more at efficiencyvermont.com.
And Alan, how about this? They get a turnover, and 4 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Yeah, that's great. And there's a
pretty good start.
And there's a kick down. It bounces off the hands of the Woodstock's number 8, Jake Blackburn, into the end zone, and that'll be a touchdown, and Woodstock will get started at the 20.
A touchback.
Touchback,
a touchback, yes. And a 20-yard, yep.
Touchdown, touchback, what's the difference?
They're so similar. First and 10 for Woodstock. They're going to try it again.
It's my first game of the year, folks.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it, but
Yeah,
it's my
right.
first game of the year.
Right. Axel Oates is going to look to do something that kind of bit him in that first drive, and he's thrown one pass in the game. It was intercepted. He'd like to do something about that, but on first, they're on the ground, right, Alan?
Yes, indeed, and there comes Jake Blackburn around the right edge. He's going to pick up some yardage. They're going to mark him out of play about the 35, so a gain of 15 for Blackburn. Take a look at the Pizza Man replay here. Slow developing play. Almost looked like Blackburn was going to pull up for like a halfback option pass, but he tucks it under and scoots out at the 35.
Boy, nice kick-out block that time, too, that he cut inside of.
Yeah, we've seen some really good blocking here today from the earlier game, and to get started here, there's a handoff right up the gut. Nowhere to go. Stacked up by the Terriers, led by Connor Perry.
Yeah, number 30 got that big paw on him and pretty much took him off balance.
And then everybody else cleaned it up. Take a look at the replay here.
Sure helped out, didn't they?
Right there. 30 gets a hand on him. And then number 60, I think, Payne Plummer wraps him up and seals the deal. 2nd and 10 for Woodstock. Oates, man in motion. The handoff. Trying to get around the right edge is Emery, and he does. He's got 10 before he steps out of bounds. They're going to call him out of bounds after a 9-yard gain, ball at the 44-yard line.
Boy, nice run. That's 2 runs in a row where they've gotten to the corner.
Yeah, and there's that speed. You know, you talk about a team getting outside and getting to the edge. The way these kids do it, that's fun to watch.
This Woodstock offense is disciplined and runs on timing. They're not necessarily the biggest kids in the front line that you're going to see, but they play their position very well, and they know what to do on every play.
Indeed, and Eric has something to say. We'll get right back to him in just a moment. There's a run right up the gut, 3 or 4 hard-fought yards for Woodstock. And let's get down. That's a first down. Let's get down to Eric and hear what he has to say. Faith's Auto Group. Go ahead, Eric.
Alan, thank you very much, Alan. I would Ramsey Worrell. He would probably say like have a short, something that would be a lot different than the first.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Eric's microphone is cutting in and out. Sorry, Eric. But here comes Woodstock, 1st and 10. Oates throws it over the middle. He's got a step on a man, and just a little high, intended for Asher Emery.
And Asher Emery slowed down before that last step because he didn't think the ball was going to get to him. If he'd stayed in stride, that might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree with you there. He had a step on the defender and just pulled up a little bit short.
That was a nice throw by Oaks.
Yeah, Axel Oates showing that arm. And you just saw the replay there, folks, just off the fingertips of Emery. Boy, those are going to be 2 kids missed next year.
Oh.
A bunch of seniors here on this Woodstock squad. Handoff underneath to Emery. And he's going to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 3rd and 10. Great job by Bellows Falls stacking up that run.
Boy, that last pass play just shows you what Axel Oates is capable of, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's I was telling you on the ride, I watched some game film, and he looks like he's a big, strong kid, and after being out on the field prior to the start of this one, yeah, he definitely is.
Looks are not deceiving.
No, they are not. He is all he was advertised to be. Shotgun fires right over the middle and in and out of the hands of the defender, Andrew Goyette. He can't hold on for the interception.
Boy, Goyette slaps his hands together saying, maybe I should have had that one.
Maybe he should have, but that was a fastball. Take a look here. Oates takes one step, fires. Pass intended for number 15, Brody McGaffigan, but boy, Goyette.
Yeah, great defensive play.
Yeah, no, he had a beat on it, but boy, he needed a catcher's mitt to haul that one in.
Great coverage that time.
And Asher Emery will drop back to punt. And deep for the Terriers. Oh, everybody moved.
Yeah, they drew them off sides for sure with that shift. They're going to get 5 yards. 2 members of the Bellows Falls defense came across the line of scrimmage, but did somebody in green start all that? Let's see.
But it's like the whole offensive line dropped backwards. But they are going to call it on BF. There you go. They all shifted at once, and they
that was a little tricky. I even from here, I'm thinking I probably would have jumped too.
Well, yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, it looked like everybody dropped back to punt block, and
now I think they're going to go instead of punt.
That's what it looks like. That makes it 4th and 5 from the 46. Yeah.
Wow.
Oates coming in with a play from Coach Worrell. Is it Worrell or Worrell?
Worrell.
Worrell, okay. It's like Berlin or Berlin.
Oh, boy, I tell you. And it depends whether you're in Vermont
or
New Hampshire, doesn't it?
I know. Coach Ramsey and his team. Oh, trying to stunt right up there. Oates drops it, but he got it. Got it back, trying to flip it out. Wow. He's under intense pressure.
And the pass goes incomplete on 4th down. So they got the penalty. Make it 4th and 5. They decided not to punt it from the 45-yard line, but it didn't come up their way.
And look at this replay and the intense pressure coming up from number 32, Stephen James. And, yeah, just making Oates throw it a little low, intended for Riley O'Neill, but not able to make the connection.
Good pressure from the BF defense on 2 of those 3 passes thus far.
Indeed. Jake Tostrup coming up the middle to get that initial pressure, but then James getting the final step. And here comes Bellows Falls. Again, they're going to hand off Bazin off the right side. Hard fought 5 yards to midfield.
You mentioned his name, and it's almost like he never gets less than 5.
Well, somehow good backs always find positive yardage, right?
Yeah, I've seen them twice before this year, and that kid's the real deal, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
And he's a good-sized kid. All right, Terriers with 3 in the backfield, the receiver wide left. Handoff underneath, and Connors right up the gut. It's a foot race to the end zone. Touchdown, 50-yard romp for Pat Connors right up the middle. That makes it 12-0 Bellows Falls.
Well, I'll tell you what, he followed Bazin into the hole. Bazin cleared him out. Here's the replay.
There you go, right there.
Look
And
at this.
nice seal by Bazin. But great blocking at the point of attack by that Terrier front line.
I don't think he got touched.
I don't think so either. And if it was by a fingertip. Nothing like that's going to bring down Connors. And they're going to line up and go for 2. Direct snap to Bazin. He's going to roll right, looking to throw back across, and caught. It's caught. Bazin to number 5, Max Carey, for the 2-point conversion. 14-0. Bellows Falls over Woodstock.
Your student athletes follow the rules of the game. You need to follow the rules of the game on the road. To the parents, family, and friends in the stands, set a good example and drive sober. If you feel different, you drive different. Make a plan to get home safely for your sake and the sake of all Vermonters. Learn more at drivewellvt.gov. Traffic safety is a team sport.
Locally owned and operated for more than 25 years, we strive for the best customer service in our community. You can find us at greaterfallsinsurance.com or calling us at 802-463-1900. Our agency believes in supporting our local businesses and all of our local athletes. Go Terriers.
And time to head down to the sidelines for an update presented by Face Toyota Ford. Eric, have you got something for us?
Well, you tell me, Paul. I've always got something for you up there.
What's the mood down there like on the Woodstock sideline?
It's somber right now, but as we've seen, they are a team that is explosive and that they can make something happen in a hurry. They do need something to get going here on this next drive, though.
Thanks, Eric.
Great point, Eric. Let's see what they get going here. A little pooch kick down to the 20, picked up there by Emery. And he's going to reverse field. He's out to the 30, the 35, and the 40. He's at midfield. He could go all the way, Paul.
Wow.
This is going to be huge, just looking behind him for little yellow hankies, and there are none. There's the stimulus they need to get right back in it.
Did we just hear Eric Berry say, but they have an explosive team, and they can get back in this?
And there you go, right back in it after an 81-yard kickoff return. Eric, let's get back down to you, and let's see what you think.
That's about the only thing I predicted right lately, but I'll tell you, Asher Emery has some serious wheels.
Yes, he does, and that one right there, he could have turned it up into the line, but he reversed field to find open space on that far left sideline and outrace everybody to the end zone. And just like that, Woodstock is back in it. And a little pass into the middle, that's going to fall incomplete. 2-point conversion will fail. At the 4:49 mark, Bellows Falls 14, Woodstock 6.
Barrett and Valley Associates has been your local neighborhood real estate company for over 50 years. Independently owned and operated, offering sales and rental services throughout southern and central Vermont. Stop by our office. Office is located conveniently on the Chester Green or in Grafton Village. It is our goal to exceed your expectations.
Connecticut Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is a recognized leader in the diagnosis and treatment of orthopedic care and sports-related injuries. If you are troubled by an injury or chronic condition that is causing you pain or is restricting your movement, schedule an appointment today, 802-885-6373.
And since 1909, Level Farms has been Vermont strong, offering top-quality hay, custom excavation, trucking, land clearing, farm equipment repair, and more. Family-owned and fourth-generation proud. Call or visit levelfarmsvt.com. Level Farms, real work, real results.
Here we go, Woodstock set to kick off. Asher Emery, he kind of does it all for this Woodstock squad. Kick return, punt return, kicker, place kicker.
Yeah, that's pretty much all.
Well, jack of all trades. Plays some pretty good defense, pretty good offense.
Not a bad returner.
No, not a bad returner, as we just saw. I got to tell you, if I just ran it back 81 yards, I wouldn't have enough left in the tank to kick
I'm
off.
just thinking, I don't think I could kick it. Well, these guys are, 16 to 18 years old.
That's right.
I might have been able to do it then too.
Yeah, me too. And there's a line drive kick fielded at the 30 and out to the 46-yard line. Number 34, Jake Tostrup returns that one. Line drive kick right into the midsection. And Bellows Falls, their third possession of the game, looking to go 3 for 3 with another touchdown.
I tell you, they've looked pretty good offensively so far.
They have moved the ball really, really well here. One of those, a short field, though.
And you know what they're going to do.
Here it
they're
comes,
going to run
toss
the football.
pitch to Bazin, yep. And he's going to get 1, maybe 2 yards before he is stacked up and driven back to the 45.
After I said on their last possession, he hardly has a carry for less than 5 yards.
So if I was
sorry to jinx him.
Yeah, if I was going to place a wager based on your input or Eric's right now, I'd go to Eric 100% of the time.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, Eric, let's get back to you by Faith Auto Group.
Very much. Your faith. It's no fun, but yeah. Woodstock, they lost Cole Little, and big tackler for this group, and they need him in the secondary. As you've seen, BF has been able to run some big runs. Losing Little to injury has, only a sophomore, but a great open field tackler. So,
yeah, good points there, Eric. Anytime you lose one of your starters on defense, it makes it tough on your offense. That's for sure.
Yeah, Woodstock doesn't like to see number 11 in street clothes.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, another run up the middle, gains another yard or 5 yards. That makes it 3rd and a long 3 at the 47 of the Woodstock Wasps. Long count, handoff to Bazin. He bounces outside. He's going to have the first down, and he's going to stop just about the 46. 41, excuse me.
Number 3 is a good option when you've got 3rd and 3.
It's a great insurance policy right there. And just hand it to the kid and let him rumble.
Well, Connors too. I mean, they're both tough running backs.
Pick your poison there, folks. Declan Lasai gets a play in. Again, those 3 backs behind the quarterback. That's a full house right there with those kids behind you. Handoff underneath. Connors right up the middle again. It's a foot race. 41 yards out, and Pat Connors scores again from long distance.
Wow.
That's putting points on the board in a hurry. That's their 3rd offensive series, 3rd touchdown. Connors, 2 long touchdown runs. Watch this play. Hand it to him right behind the lead block, and nobody touches him. He just races right up the seam all the way to the house, 20-0. And here comes the pass play, just a little behind him.
20-6.
20-6, yep, excuse me. And Bellows Falls will miss on that extra point conversion, but they are ahead 20-6 here at the 2:40 mark in the first quarter. From top-notch tools to expert advice, J&H Hardware has your DIY and home improvement needs covered. Their services are tailored to meet your every need. Trust them as your local experts and one-stop shop for convenience, quality, and unmatched expertise in all things hardware.
Need heating, cooling, fuel, or plumbing you can trust? James Plumbing and Heating Oil Company has you covered. With oil and propane systems, 24/7 emergency service, fuel delivery, high-efficiency heat pumps, and full plumbing installs and repairs. Call 802-463-3122 or visit jamesfuels.com.
All right, here we go. Bellows Falls to kick off again. Number 64, Steve Joslin, to do the honors.
Well, I'll tell you what. Right now, they're on an 80-point pace.
We know that's going to slow down, but wow, right now, 20 points here in the first quarter. Great opening statement for Bellows Falls.
Yeah, they've looked strong in this one.
Oh, and he's going nowhere. Stopped at the 25 is Asher Emery.
Number 56, Ben Rumrell on the stop, and once Ben Rummel got his hands around him, he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, no, Emery was done right there. Great open field tackle by Rumrell. And here comes Woodstock trying to cut into that lead again. Again, Eric said it earlier, they need some instant offense and some stimulus to get them going.
Well, they had instant offense on the last kick return, but they haven't done much from the line of scrimmage.
And a flag comes out, run out to the 35. O'Neal carries it out, but we have a flag on the play at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like it's going to be holding. We'll see what the officials have to say.
The head referee is Bob Woodard.
And he's a good one. Take a look at the replay. Nice run right up the middle.
There's a holding call.
But all for nothing. And that'll come back. Loss of 10. Make it 1st and 20 for Woodstock.
And that's a big penalty when you're trying to get something going, and on first down you have a 9-yard play that's negated by a holding call.
Exactly.
And maybe the 9-yard play was a result of a holding call. We don't know.
Right.
However, now it's 1st and 20, and you're already down by 2 scores.
Yeah, that creates a hole for you for sure. And, actually could deflate the energy in the huddle, if you will.
Well, I think Coach Worrell probably doesn't let that energy sink too far.
I was going to say, he strikes me as a high-energy guy. And ball on the ground, Oates picks it up. He's going to get around the left edge, and he's going to be pushed out near the 20.
He got about 5 of that 20 that he needed, right?
Well, and, with that ball on the ground, that could have been catastrophic. Take a look at the replay. Fakes the handoff, but loses the handle on it about the 8-yard line. And for him to get out to the 25 is just a great effort on Axel's part.
Yeah, that could have been a negative play easily.
So we've got 2nd and about 15. Clock at the 2-minute mark here.
Pretty nice day, though. Sun's out. The breeze is there, but not real strong.
I don't feel a thing in here.
No, it's pretty nice.
Run right up the middle. He's going to pick up about 10.
That was a great play.
That was a beauty. Right up the middle to the 33, a gain of 13.
That's Ryan O'Neal.
There you see the replay. Just fake it to the back coming across the formation and hand it off to O'Neal going the other way. And a 13-yard gain for that young man.
Well, now they're back from 1st and 20 to 3rd and, 2.5, 3 yards? It's manageable.
Yeah, it's very manageable. Anytime it's 3rd and 4 or less, that's a great position to be in offensively. And handoff to the left side, Emery.
Or defensively.
Well, yeah. And Emery's going to lose a couple yards back to the 30.
Yeah, that was a big defensive play there for Bellows Falls.
Yeah, the defensive end came across and sealed that play up.
That's going to force a punt. And they're going to get the ball again. And they haven't looked too bad with the ball today.
Whew, no, I mean, like we said, 3 offensive possessions, 3 touchdowns. One from, 40 yards, another from about 50. I'd take that home run percentage.
Yeah, that's not bad, is it? 50-yard run for Connors and a 41-yard run for Connors. Yes, 91 yards, 2 carries, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad day's work, and it's only the first quarter.
No, and he's got chunk plays in the books besides those 2 plays.
Right, and there's a punt that's coming back against Woodstock. Going to be down to about the 40 with 28 seconds left in the first quarter.
Coach Worrell having a little conversation with his punter right now.
Yeah.
At Fall Mountain Pharmacy, we make it easy for you to transfer your prescriptions and get the exceptional personal service you deserve. With our convenient delivery service to your area, we bring your medications right to your door. Call us today to transfer. That's Fall Mountain Pharmacy.
All right, here we go. Bellows Falls at the 40-yard line of Woodstock.
Almost the end of the first quarter here. This may be the last play of the quarter.
Handoff. Connors again up the middle and, wrapped up.
I'll tell you, Brody McGaffigan saved another touchdown.
He saved another 40-yard touchdown romp for sure. Yeah, Pat Connors, watch this one. Right up the middle. Same play except to the left side.
That's right.
And he just steps through that hole created by that great offensive line. rips off another first down, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. 20-6, Bellows Falls over Woodstock.
All roads lead to Allen Brothers for their award-winning cider donuts, apple pies, and mac and cheese. Open 7 days a week. Good luck to all the players today.
And Pizza Palace, more than great pizza. Give us a call, 802-463-4447, or find us on social media.
The VPA is proud to use products from Wilson Sporting Goods. For athletes to perform their best, they require the best, and that's what Wilson has delivered for over 100 years. Learn more at wilson.com.
And locally owned and operated for more than 25 years, we strive for the best customer service in our community. You can find us at GreaterFallsInsurance.com or by calling us at 802-463-1900. Our agency believes in supporting our local businesses and all of our local athletes. Go Terriers! And I got to say, weather-wise, I know there's a weather alert for later. But right now, let's head right into the eye of the storm with Eric Berry, Faith Auto Group, bringing you our sideline report from EB. Eric? Yeah, unfortunately, we're having a little microphone issue there with Eric on the sideline.
Our remote microphone down there in front of the field side is giving us fits today.
All right, here we go. Start of the second quarter. Bellows Falls 20, Woodstock 6. 1st and 10 from the Wasp 26-yard line. And this Terrier team has been operating efficiently as anything I've seen. Bazin stacked up at the line. He's going to get nothing and like it.
I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of times that you're going to stop that guy for no gain. Great job by the Woodstock defense there. You know what? They're still playing with energy.
Yeah, they stood up strong. Milo Farrington and James Rich leading the tackle.
They're playing with energy, but I'll tell you what, they're getting pushed around here so far.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's tough when you come out and you give up 2 big scores like that. That's deflating. But, Coach Worrell, he's going to keep them pumped up for sure, along with the other coaches. Handoff. Connors again, right up the middle, gets through one defender and out near the 15. That's going to be a first down. They'll move the chains.
And, they haven't had that many first downs in the game because they've had too many long scores.
Yeah, right. And their time of possession is probably going to look a little weak, but
yeah.
When you have 20 points on the board, I guess you don't worry about that too much.
Yeah, it takes 6 seconds to score.
1st and 10 from the 15. And nice pitch out to Bazin. He gets around the right edge. Touchdown!
14 yards.
Jaden Bazin. And there's that speed we're talking about around the corner. We'll take a look at the replay here in just a second, but that camera view from the end zone is spectacular. Here you go, a little nice toss pitch right here. And Bazin gets around the edge, outraces Emery. And easy touchdown for Bellows Falls. That puts them on top 26-6 early in the second quarter.
Yeah, they have not yet been close to being stopped.
They're going to go for 2 here. Oh, out in the flat. Pass intended for Tostrup, but I think he had another receiver more open out towards the flat there.
Yeah, sure looked like it, Alan.
Indeed. And that one's going to fall to the turf, incomplete. And 26-6, Bellows Falls.
Time to head down to the sideline for an update. Eric, you still there? Okay.
Okay.
Locally owned and operated for more than 25 years, we strive for the best customer service in our community. You can find us at GreaterFallsInsurance.com or by calling us at 802-463-1900. Our agency believes in supporting our local businesses and all of our local athletes. Go Terriers. And Barrett and Valley Associates has been your local neighborhood real estate company for over 50 years. Independently owned and operated, offering sales and rental services throughout southern and central Vermont. Stop by our offices located conveniently on the Chester Green or in Grafton Village. It's our goal to exceed your expectations.
All right. Bellows Falls set to kick off again. And they're going to boom that one deep all the way down to the 15-yard line. Emery will bring it out. And he's going to be stopped just about the 34-yard line. And Woodstock trailing by 20.
And I'll tell you how they got their touchdowns and this lead. It started off with Declan Lasai, quarterback for Bellows Falls, a 1-yard TD run, made it 6-0. Pat Connors, Bellows Falls, 50-yard TD run with at the 5:05 mark of the first quarter, made it 14-0. Went to 14-6 when Asher Emery returned a kickoff, 81 yards for a TD. And I'll give you the two other scores in a second.
Comes a handoff. Emery coming around the left edge, and he's going to get the corner. He's out to the 40 and the 45, brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 14.
And that's the kind of play that Woodstock needs right now.
Yes.
The other two scorings opportunities were Pat Connors for Bellows Falls, 41-yard TD run, made it 20-6 when the extra point was no good. And Jaden Basin, who you just saw, 14-yard run at the 10:38 mark of quarter number 2. Once again, 2-point conversion failed, and it's 26-6 in favor of the Terriers.
And here they come, back up to the line of scrimmage, handoff underneath, right up the middle, and that's going to be a big gain right there. Number 4, Riley O'Neill, busts it all the way down to the 17-yard line.
37-yard gain, and those are the types of plays that Woodstock's looking for right now.
And here's that replay. Right up the gut is O'Neill. And hauled down from behind by Reed Hill. Nice saving tackle there by Hill. And they're going to spot the ball at the 20. And looking to throw over the middle. Touchdown!
Great toss
Woodstock.
and catch. From 20 yards out.
Axel Oates to Blackburn. And just like that, Woodstock back on the board. 2 big plays. Here comes a replay. Oates just drifts straight back, finds him over the middle. Nice touch pass right there. Hits him in stride, but out of the possible hands of the defensive backs.
Alan, difference there. Axel Oates had time to throw the football.
He did, and there comes Riley O'Neill right up the middle for the 2-point conversion, and 26-14 now. That kind of changes the complexion of the game. Take a look at the replay here. Axel Oates, nice touch pass, drifting it over the defensive backs into the hands of Blackburn.
Boy, Woodstock Wasps, they needed that touchdown, and it didn't take them long either.
No, it sure
Big chunk
didn't.
plays on that drive.
Connecticut Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is a recognized leader in the diagnosis and treatment of orthopedic care and sports-related injuries. If you are troubled by an injury or chronic condition that is causing you pain or is restricting your movement, schedule an appointment today at 802-885-6373.
And since 1909, Level Farms has been Vermont strong, offering top-quality hay, custom excavation, trucking, land clearing, farm equipment repair, and more. Family-owned and fourth-generation proud. Call today or visit levelfarmsvt.com. Level Farms, real work, real results.
A lot of football left here, folks. 26-14. Bellows Falls over Woodstock here midway through the second quarter. And, you know, we were kind of joking earlier about that 60-52 score, Paul, but I don't know. We might push it.
You can see how it happened, at least, right?
Exactly. I mean, 2 big play offenses, and they can put some points on the board in a hurry. Little squib kick fielded on the left side there around the 15-yard line. Brought down near the 25, and that's Pat Connors.
And Pat Connors that time had no place to go. Very well defended by the kickoff team of the Woodstock Wasps. And now Woodstock maybe got a little extra energy after that long touchdown.
They need a stop.
They do need a stop.
And again, our officials for today's ball game, referee is Robert Woodard. The umpire, Craig Benson. Linesman, Ken Mailhot. Line judge, Roger Gillies. Back judge, Brandon Allen. Sides judge, Jonathan Ross. And field judge, Mike Spackman.
Well, you get the best when you're playing for state championships. So.
And you should, right? There's a run right into the middle of the line that is going to go nowhere.
And that's Connors on the carry. Not so much luck as he's had a couple other times today.
You can't roll the dice and come up double zeros all the time, Paul. Wait, that's a blackjack turn. Or what is that? Roulette. Roulette. That's a roulette turn.
136 yards today. 8 carries.
That's
not a bad average.
Not a bad day's work.
And we're not halfway through the second quarter yet.
Right. Handoff, Bazin, he'll pound it into the line. He'll get across the 30 out to the 31 for a gain of 5. And Riley O'Neill in on the tackle. 3rd down and 5. The senior, fullback, linebacker.
Both of these teams, we talked about it in the pregame. 10 seniors on one, 12 seniors on the other.
That's some great leadership. And there's a toss pitch. Bazin, he's going to get around the right edge, out near the 35, pushed out at the 36.
Boy, he was looking for that stake because he's very close to the first down, but I think he's about a yard short.
Yeah, they're going to mark him short. They're going to spot the ball just across the 35. Take a look at the replay from the end zone. Nice toss pitch. Fakes it up and then bounces outside to get that 5 yards. But again, nice gang tackling there by the Woodstock squad.
That little dip move in there and then going to the outside got him an extra 5 yards.
Yeah. Anytime you get the defense to commit to something like that and you have the speed to break it outside, that's a big play. Here we go, 4th and 2.
Talented back.
This is kind of rolling the dice for the Terriers. Little handoff, and Connors, he's going to get the first down.
Yeah, he has it.
And a little bit more, some Woodstock players pointing the other way, but, gentlemen, you couldn't be more wrong. That's a first down.
I'll tell you what, though, from your own 35-yard line, that is a gutsy call.
That's gutsy for sure, but it's also having a lot of confidence in your offense.
Well, I tell you what, this Bellows Falls team, I really think they're made and built to be able to obviously run the football, but I think they could tell you where they're going to run the ball and have success.
And that's, if a team is that confident and that good, they're going to tell you and they're going to do it too. Handoff, a little misdirection by Bazin, pounds it across the 45. Gain of 6 on that play by Bazin.
And he just gets in the clear, and somebody stands in his way. He puts his shoulder down and just barrels through.
And he's a sophomore.
And he is a talented running back.
Well, we'll see what he brings to the table in the next couple of years for the Terriers. Will definitely be fun to watch.
Well, the people in D3 don't think so.
No, I'm sure they don't. 2nd and 4 for the Terriers. And handoff underneath Connors. He's going to get near the first down. They're going to give it to him. Stop just shy of the 50-yard line.
Coach Bob Lockerbie has done a marvelous job with this program. They are consistently competitive. I'm telling you, the way they run their offense, it's not difficult. It's not a simple offense because they've got so many weapons. But every defense knows they're going to run the football, and you can't stop them.
and that's power football right there. That boils it down right to the common core.
Yeah, he and his staff do an outstanding job with this program.
Handoff off the left side. That's going to get a yard, maybe 2. Carried there by number 32, Stephen James. They'll give him a yard, I guess. Mark it just the other side of the 50.
Yeah, Bazin, James, Connors. Pick your poison.
If I was Snow White, I wouldn't bite the apple.
And good decision.
Yes. All right, 2nd and 9 here. Bellows Falls trying to score again. Handoff. Connors tries to get around the left side. Stacked up immediately. Wrapped up there by Asher Hewitt.
They're going to lose one on that one.
Great job by Hewitt wrapping him up, but the far defensive end, I couldn't make out the number, Paul, but great job turning Connors back towards the middle to let Hewitt make the play.
Coach Worrell out there trying to get his defense pumped up about that good play and get a stop here on 3rd down. Somehow get this ball back.
Well, we saw 4th and 2 from their own 35. They went for it. What do you think they'll do at midfield?
They're going to throw the football.
They're throwing it downfield and intercepted by Woodstock. Caught there by Jake Blackburn, and he's going to bring it back to the 47-yard line, a return of almost 10 yards.
How things change.
Yeah, great read there by Blackburn, stepping in front of that pass.
Lasai's first pass of the day, and it's intercepted.
Nobody was expecting that pass, but boy, you look at what Bellows Falls has done on the ground.
And I'm impressed with the defensive backs
staying
covering
home.
the play, because you get lulled to sleep by this power offense running the football, and sometimes you forget they're going to put it in the air. Great job by them.
There you go. Let's take a quick break here on the NFHS Broadcast Network.
If you're in the market for a new truck, stop right now and listen to this. Faith Toyota Ford has 2 incredible deals on trucks built to handle anything you throw at them. First up, the 2025 Toyota Tundra with up to 12,000 pounds of towing. Available twin-turbo hybrid V6 with 437 horsepower and the confidence of being named an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. Make your best deal, and you could qualify for 1.75% APR financing. Or if you're looking for something a little smaller but just as rugged, check out the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma, redesigned from the ground.
A brief technical difficulty there, folks. Sorry about that, but 14-yard run by Jake Blackburn brings the ball down to just inside the 40. 4:32 left on the clock here before halftime.
That's the play you want right after an interception, huh?
Indeed. And we have a flag on the play. Couple flags on the play.
I think they might have moved a little bit early.
Little false start on Woodstock. Well, that's not the play you want after an interception and a big run. They'll make it 1st and 15 from the 45-yard line.
This Woodstock team's only loss this year was in their opener against Division II U32 by a score of 35-14. Since that time, they have been more than impressive.
Well, 9-1 coming into this one, and a big win over Bellows Falls earlier. A lot of confidence, and there's a pass floated out. Boy, underthrown and almost caught, but broken up there by Reed Hill. Pass intended for Brody McGaffigan. Axel Oates put a little too much air under that
one. He did. He just put a little bit too much air. That's exactly right. If he'd thrown that ball 3 or 4 yards further, that was a touchdown.
Indeed. Almost looked like he threw it off his back foot instead of stepping into it there, Paul.
I agree.
Sometimes you throw the changeup, but you should have thrown the heater.
Well, I know. A lot of times with a pass like that, too, you throw it up there because you think your receiver has to run under it. It just unfortunately wasn't thrown far enough.
And here we go. Man in motion. Handoff. Wow. Met in the backfield is O'Neal. He's going to lose a yard. He was hit right after the handoff.
Boy, he's lucky he got the handoff.
He certainly
and that ball
is.
didn't roll away loose.
He was rocked.
Good job holding on to the football.
Indeed. 3rd and 16 now from the 46.
And this is not the position you want to be
No.
after you just got a turnover.
No. And a long run. Tough sledding here for Woodstock.
And I don't think they have a kicker that can kick it 65 yards. So.
I don't think anybody does. Pass over the side. Nice catch there. Brody McGaffigan coming across the middle. Oates hits him just about the hash mark. And they're going to pick up a bunch of yards, but they're still going to be short. They're going to be 4th and about 6, but here's a replay. Oates drifts back, takes his eyes on Gaffigan, and bang, throws it in there between, let's see, Briar Barnett. I couldn't make out the other numbers, but nice pass.
12-yard gain there, but just not quite enough. They're going to go for it on 4th down, as I expected they probably would. That's not a place you usually would punt from.
Right. Oates throws it across, and McGaffigan takes his eyes off it. Boy, he was out there, and
that was a first down.
That was easily a first down, but boy,
McGaffigan wants that one back.
Well, you look at the replay here, a little high, but he went up for it in 33. Briar Barnett was there to hit him if he caught it, and that would have been painful, folks.
And they're going to turn the ball over to this potent BF offense.
And Bellows Falls will take over at their own 36-yard line with 3 minutes left in the first half. Bellows Falls ahead by 12, 26-14.
3 minutes to go here in the first half.
And they get set, handoff. Bazin, he takes her off right edge, and he is hit. The stays up, and shoestring tackle by Jake Blackburn eliminated a 64-yard house call by Bazin.
Boy, oh boy.
Woo. That is good hard running, folks, as you see here on the replay. Runs over 1-2 tacklers before he's tripped up by Blackburn.
29-yard run.
And that's how you get your stats up there where,
I'll tell you,
man,
he is tough to bring down.
Indeed he is. 1st and 10 at the 35. Bellows Falls. Handoff. Connors. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get a yard or 2. Yeah, they're going to spot him down at the 33. Give him 2 yards on that carry.
There is nothing more that Bellows Falls would like to do than to move this football down here in the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds, score a touchdown, and leave nothing on the clock.
Exactly.
That's their goal. Although they'll take a big play and a touchdown before that time, I'm sure. But
as we've seen numerous times here in the first half, 2 long-distance touchdown runs, 50 and 41 yards.
Well, we know they're capable from 33 yards out.
Toss pitch to Bazin around the left edge. He's at the 25, brought down at the 23, gain of 10.
They'll stop the clock to move the chains.
Yeah, that toss pitch might as well be like a screen pass with Bazin.
And then they wind the clock as soon as the chains are set. Running clock. We're now under 1:40 to go here in the first half. And they're taking a lot of time.
They certainly are. Play clock down to 15. And they're back at the line of scrimmage. Again, that 3-back backfield.
That's a broken play.
Somebody went left when they should have gone right.
Well, since the 2 backs were headed left, I'm going to guess the quarterback turned the wrong way.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And, you know, the way Declan Lasai reacted after that play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on me.
Yeah, that's on me, Coach. Yep. But
and the clock's still running, Al.
Clock's
That's
still
the thing.
running. We're down to 53 seconds left in the half. Bellows Falls looking for that one more score.
I'm giving it to 3.
I would too. Here you go. Snap and the handoff to Bazin. He bursts into the line. He's going to get a couple yards, but not much more.
No, well defended.
They really stacked that one up well. That interior Woodstock defense.
And now they do call timeout or there is a timeout by
Yep.
Bellows Falls.
Timeout,
Yes.
Bellows Falls. Let's take a quick break here on the NFHS Broadcast Network.
Light Restoration Services Incorporated is family-owned and operated, proudly serving the Northeast Kingdom and beyond with 24/7 emergency services from structural damage to fire, water, or mold to your home or business. Call for help at 802-754-2353 to find out more about their emergency services and an array of unique services online at limelightrestoration.com.
We're back. We got the full technical explanation of the audio issues in the first game, and well, we'll just leave it at there was cross signals, folks. And
so those of you that were watching one of our streams were getting Alan and I talking to you. The others are just getting a picture.
Right, and that's what I was describing to you on the ride over. I was tuning into a game that Paul was calling last night in New Hampshire, and I was like, where's Paul? I don't hear Paul's sweet, melodious voice.
Oh, boy.
And it was just the camera picking up the audio from the crowd. But then I went back in later and found the real call. Here comes Bazin, little halfback option, looking to throw, going to tuck it and run. And he laid the shoulder into McGaffigan.
He got...
Whew. That's going to be a 14-yard gain on a halfback option play.
Yeah, he was supposed to throw the football.
Take a look at this. Probably a good business decision to keep it and run. But, boy, McGaffigan, he may be asking for hazard pay.
You just can't take him on up high.
Whew.
You just can't.
Wow. All right, first and goal from the 9, 18 seconds left. Bellows Falls with 2 timeouts left. Handoff up the middle. Connors. Wow. The way he danced through that line, Paul, it was like running a little obstacle course.
He just did a little shuffle, didn't he?
Man.
Little shuffle. 9 yards, touchdown.
Wow. Nice run. Let's see if we have that on the end zone replay here. Take a look, folks. Right up the middle. And you know what, Paul? The only time he got touched was a foot deep into the end zone. And that's as easy as it gets.
And 14 seconds left in the half,
Alan. My goodness gracious. To the Bellows Falls coaches, that's a great play call right there. And I know we have one sitting just to our left, and I hope he heard me. But that was he did. He just gave me the thumbs up. So that was a huge offensive touchdown. 32-14, Bellows Falls over Woodstock. 14 seconds left in the half. Extra point coming up. And it looks like Woodstock called a timeout to make sure they're set defensively for this extra point attempt.
Boy, that's tough on the defense, too, when you give up a touchdown and now a 3-score lead with 14 seconds to go in half.
Yeah, they're down 18. That's huge, right, Paul?
This Bellows Falls offense has been really impressive.
Well, go back to earlier. They had 4th and 2 or 3 from their own 35. The conservative play is to punt it away, but, man, they went for it, got the first down, and boom, right down the field. Toss pitch, Bazin, 2-point conversion is good. Bellows Falls ahead by 20, 34-14.
Tell you what, this offense has looked great. We do have a flag down.
A flag. Yep.
You have to wonder where that flag is, if there might be a holding call on the offense on that play, but let's see.
Indeed. We'll let the officials talk it over. And it is holding.
So we'll take that 2-point conversion off the board. Okay.
All right. They'll back that up 10 yards all the way out to the 13-yard line. Just make it a longer 2-point conversion attempt.
And for Woodstock, they will go in at halftime. Coach Worrell will have a fairly significant discussion with staff and players and see if they can turn things around here in the second half of this D3 final.
Yeah, they're going to need to make some adjustments. And, and for Bellows Falls, I mean, they're clicking on all gears. I don't know what changes, if any, they need to make.
Coach Lockerby's still going to have some words for them.
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. That's good old school coaching. There you go. Pass deep corner and caught. And there you go. Just back it up 10 and let your quarterback heave it into the end zone.
And for as few times as Lasai passes in a game, he throws the ball really well.
He does. Lasai completes the 2-point conversion to Andrew Goyette. A nice catch by Goyette, keeping his concentration and hauling in the pass and keeping his feet in play. We have 14 seconds till halftime, 20-point lead for Bellows Falls. Paul?
And how about this? Bellows Falls has 34 points. Lasai, Bazin, James, and Connors are the only ones who have touched the football.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
That's impressive.
Well, you know, we were talking about the sun and how nice that was, but boy, the clouds have really rolled in here, Paul.
Yeah, just about the time that I have field duty for the next game. Perfect timing.
Oh, yep.
I do have my winter jacket, however.
Yes, I know you do.
In the vehicle.
I know you do. All right, Bellows Falls to kick off again. And a little squib kick down the left side, picked up at the 28. Oh, ball's loose. Ball's loose.
Bellows Falls has the football.
Oh, my goodness.
Bellows Falls has the football with 8 seconds left to go in the half.
And they do. Oh, my goodness. At the 34-yard line, take a look at this replay. Squib kick fielded there. And as he tries to come back across, oh, there it goes, and poked out there by, I couldn't make out the number. Oh, number 56. That's Ben Rumrill causing the fumble.
Rumrill's been in on a few defensive plays.
He's had
big
some
plays.
Really, you know, I'm actually a little surprised now with the clouds rolling in. They haven't turned on the lights. I would think they would turn on the lights. Maybe will
at the
for
half.
the second half,
Maybe
right?
at the half.
All right.
I think they will. I think they'll turn them on at half. Now, if you're Bellows Falls, you have a 34-14 lead, 3 scores. You got 8 seconds left in the half. I'm going to say that they're not going to take a knee and go in. I think they will run a play trying to score once more before the half ends. I think that's probably what I would do. But Coach Lockerbie will be making that decision. He's out there with his team right now, and we'll have to wait and see.
I would dare say, as long as he's in that huddle,
something's up.
They're dialing up a home run ball.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the coach to say, what do you think, Coach? Put one more up. There you go.
Got to try to put one more up.
There you go. It's the first half, folks. Go for it. Go big or go home. And Bellows Falls is looking to do both. Here you go. They come to the line. 8 seconds on the clock.
Well, we'll see how much that Woodstock turnover cost them.
Indeed. Here we go. Lasai, and we have a flag immediately.
False start. Looked like the left guard moved a little bit early that time.
And that was going to be a counter with Connors getting the ball underneath. The old trap play, if you will.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Little misdirection.
I mean, conventional offense, right? I mean, throwing offense, I should say. They're going to put the ball in the air, but boy, as effective as the Terriers are on the ground.
I think they're going to put it in the air here, and I do not have any inside information.
And it looks like, I don't know, the officials talking to the booth.
They may be just content. Here, 6 seconds left.
Oh,
it should be 8, that's why, because there was 8 seconds before that false start. So 8 seconds.
I guess my opinion is 6 or 8 is not going to make that big a difference. It's going to
be
you
know what? You could get 2 plays in 8 seconds.
You could, I guess.
Maybe. Depending on what happens here.
Yeah.
Full house backfield.
Whew. Here we go. Lasai, he's going to take the snap and hand off to Bazin. He's going to plow into the line, and that's going to do it for the first half. Well, unless they call timeout. And they don't. That's the half. 34-14, Bellows Falls over Woodstock. We'll be back with the NFHS Broadcast Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously. Yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
No business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
From half court! Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did!
It is.
Caught!
This is heart. This is pride. This is community. This is high school football. Our number one priority is protecting our players. That's why we're writing new rules for the sport and developing innovative educational tools that protect our athletes. This is player protection. This is high school football.
Limelight Restoration Services Incorporated is family-owned and operated, proudly serving the Northeast Kingdom and beyond with 24/7 emergency services from structural damage to fire, water, or mold to your home or business. Call for help at 802-754-2353 to find out more about their emergency services and an array of unique services online at limelightrestoration.com.
Discover complete customization. Endless possibilities. Full design flexibility. Marvin Ultimate.
Nobody likes an awkward silence, but sometimes it can be a good thing. Use an awkward silence to ask your friend about their mental health. It can really help. Find out how at seizetheawkward.org.
Come to stop just about the 19. Trying to scoot it ahead is Riley O'Neal, but, you can't do that.
Nope, they're going to come back to where he first touched it.
That's right. 1st and 10 from the 19. The Terriers with one more offensive series about to get underway.
At Fall Mountain Pharmacy, we make it easy to transfer your prescriptions and get the exceptional personal service you deserve. With our convenient delivery service to your area, we bring your medications right to your door. Call us today to transfer.
There you go. Here come the Terriers. 1st and 10 from their 19. 6:36 left in the third, trying to increase on that 26-point lead. Handoff to Connors. He's going to get across the 26, and that's where he'll stop, a gain of 6 yards. And he's having a pretty solid day here, Paul.
He's got 8 carries of 6 yards or more.
Wow, including 2 of 50 and 41.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are stat patters right there.
Oh, no kidding. 153 yards and 3 touchdowns at the half. He's added 11 yards here in the second half.
Handoff underneath, and the fullback right up the middle across the 30 for the first down.
And that's James again, Stephen James with his second carry of the day.
Yeah, and he's been solid both on offense and defense, putting good pressure on the quarterback. But right there's some hard-fought yards right up the middle. And they're just going to use that ground game, I'm sure, now. Just keep that clock rolling as much as they can.
Yeah, they don't have to hurry. They don't have to hurry out of the huddle.
And they don't really need to throw it.
Not the way they've run the football today and all year.
It's just as effective as a pass. And there's Bazin off the left side. He's going to get 3, maybe 4. Brought down. They're going to give him 3. Mark him down about the 33-yard line. See some fans trickling in for game number 3. That'll start at 5 o'clock.
Boy, that should be a good one.
Well, we've said that about all 3 of the games
We
today.
have. We came in here today thinking that all 6 teams had a chance to win a championship. They were all basically toss-ups.
Yes.
Before these games started.
I would agree with you
I
there.
would think the same for St. Johnsbury Academy and Middlebury Union High School. That should be excellent game.
And handoff underneath. Connors bursts through the left side. He's going to get out to the 37, maybe the 38, a gain of 4. And that will make it 3rd and about 3.
And 3rd and 3 has not been a problem for this team today.
Oh, gosh, no. Anybody would take 3rd and 3, right?
Absolutely. And I might give it to number 3 or number 22 or number 32.
Or even run a good old-fashioned quarterback keeper.
Because they have proven that they can get the job done so far. Let's see what they got.
Lasai is going to take, offsides on Woodstock. They don't have to give it to anybody when you do that.
How about that?
That's about the easiest first down in the book when the whole interior defense jumps across the line.
And you can't do that at any time. You just can't do that. You can't give up 5 yards on defense. You certainly can't give it up when it's 40-14.
You know, and the thing is, I get where you're listening to the quarterback's cadence, and they do that hard count, and you're just amped up to go, right? But the basic principle of the defensive line is watch the ball.
But
don't.
The coach likes aggressiveness to a point, Alan, because they're trying to do everything they can to slow down this offense.
And Bazin around the right edge. Wow. And he makes something out of nothing.
That time the Woodstock defense was grabbing for the ball and not his legs.
Yeah, boy, they tried to rip the ball out, and Bazin used that as a spin tactic. Watch right here. He gets wrapped up in the ball right here, got spun around like a do-si-do, and then rambles out for 5 yards.
And just remember, folks, this is a sophomore.
Yeah. Wow, you keep saying that, and every time you say it, I seem a little more incredulous that it's even possible.
I'm trying to make you a believer.
Well, I am. I've seen it all game, and the young man can play. And here's a handoff to the up back. That's Jaden Bazin again. And he's going to pick up the first down all the way down to the 41-yard line.
9 more yards to his total.
And we're still in the third quarter.
Okay, so I'll just do 2 and 3.
Bellows Falls came to play today, that's for sure.
Okay.
187 yards rushing right now for Jaden Bazin.
That's impressive. And handoff underneath to Connors. He's down across the 35, maybe. No, they're going to mark him at the 35. I thought he might have gotten ahead to the 34. Woodstock substituting in some players here. Taylor Underwood.
I'm just taking off replays from Camo 1, and I'm using 2 and 3 just for replays.
Lasai back up under center. Long count. Fakes the pitch to Bazin. Handoff underneath to Connors. He's brought down almost immediately. Short 1 yard gain.
Is that Connors or James? Maybe it looked like it went to the fullback.
Maybe it was
I saw
James.
the 2, though, like you did.
Yep, it could be.
I think it was 32,
Could
Alan.
be Stephen James.
His 3rd carry of the game.
Yes. And I got to tell you, I mean, he's a solid running back, but watching him play linebacker today, he can really fill the holes and put some big stops down. We're at 1 minute left in the third. Bellows Falls, 3rd and 4, handoff. Connors, and he's going to dance down to the 28. He's going to get the first down. And they're going to move the chains, easily picking up the first down. They're going to spot it at the 29-yard line now.
Okay, so how about this stat to this point in the game? Jaden Bazin has 21 carries for 187 yards. Pat Connors has 18 carries for 179 yards.
Wow.
Think those guys are effective?
Wow.
Woo-hoo.
Nice pitch out to Bazin. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he runs over the defender, number 5, Max Carey. Wow, you got to see this replay here, folks. Bazin.
We've been seeing this replay all game.
Oh, my goodness. Watch this. He takes the pitch from Lasai right here, stiff arm to Emery, and then, wow, runs over Max Carey. Ugh. And that's going to end the third quarter. We'll be back on the NFHS Broadcast Network.
second one. Okay. Yep. And I did the second one on James Plumbing and Heating. Okay.
12 minutes left in this D3 title matchup. Bellows Falls on top, 40-14 over Woodstock. And, you know, Paul, as close as a game as I think I wanted to see, this doesn't surprise me much.
Well, this has really been it's been precision, it's been strength, it's been agility, it's been everybody on the same page. This Bellows Falls team is for real.
Yeah, no, they're really putting it up today.
196 yards on 22 carries for Jaden Bazin to this point. 179 on 18 carries for Pat Connors. I'll tell you what, they're just horses out there.
Yeah,
and they're difficult to bring down.
They're not just horses, they're thoroughbreds, and they are
certainly
working hard. Handoff underneath. Connors comes across the right side. He's going to get the first down and a yard or two more. They're going to put that just about the 16-yard line.
And they just keep coming at you.
And that's just it. I mean, they can go right, they can go left, they can run it between the tackles.
This offensive line has been outstanding.
And I know Stephen James has only, 3 or 4 carries in the game.
Yeah, he has 3 carries.
But I've got to say, a short yardage option like him, right up the gut, I mean,
he'd be
his
getting the
hard
ball
runner.
20 times with some other team.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Long count, handoff. Bazin, wow, look at that leg push. And he's going to get inside the 15 to the 13. Hard fought 3 yards, but the thing I love the most is you watch these running backs and their legs never stop moving. Watch Bazin here.
Oh.
Point of contact, he gets wrapped up, but
just
he
keeps churning.
Drags them ahead 2 to 3 yards. That's good hard run. And you know what, Paul? He's only a sophomore.
I've heard that today. I've heard that today. For those of you who are just joining us, Jaden Bazin is a sophomore, and we may have mentioned that more than twice.
He is, though. He's a special kind of running back. Handoff, Connors, and nice sidestep there to pick up a couple more yards. Gets down to about the 10. And, for all intents and purposes, he really should have been backed up at the line of scrimmage. And that little sidestep move.
Little jog left, jog right. +3.
I'd be in traction if I tried that.
Well, I'd be smarter than that because I wouldn't try it.
Oh, here we go. 3rd and about 4. 3rd and 3.
No, to number 3.
Oh, give it to number 3.
That's my guess.
There you go. And they do. And look at that. Bazin, touchdown from 10 yards out. Another score for Bellows Falls. And although I'm not going to say it was a foregone conclusion, but if anything ices it, that one certainly does right there, Paul. Watch the replay. Handoff to the right side, and Bazin bursts through the line and doesn't even look like he gets touched, but he just makes it look so easy. Easy 10-yard touchdown romp, and they'll come back out and try the 2-point conversion. They'll split Bazin out wide right with Jake Tostrup. Lasai. He's going to look to throw and throws it out and knocked away by Riley O'Neill, and that will negate the extra point attempt. 45-14, Bellows Falls over Woodstock. They are really putting it up.
Alan, the only thing they've done wrong today is on 5 of their touchdowns, they haven't gotten the 2-point conversion. As well as they've run the football.
That's true.
You'd think that was a given. But anyway,
they
haven't done much wrong is my point.
If we're going to nitpick today, that's one of them. All right, Allen Brothers is getting the word out that Santa Claus is headed to their garden center filled with fresh Christmas trees and wreaths the Saturday after Thanksgiving. You can follow Allen Brothers on Facebook for more details.
The Pizza Palace, more than just great pizza. Give us a call at 802-463-4447. or find us on social media.
Here we go, 9:48 remaining. And Bellows Falls one more time. What's this, their 8th kickoff? Does that sound about right?
It seems like 10, but yeah, I think it's 8. I mean, they've just been a machine here today.
They
and,
certainly have.
For you Woodstock fans, listen, you've just run into a juggernaut today. They've played well in all facets of the football game. You have a very good football team who's had a fantastic year, and I'd love to see them get a score or two here as we get closer to the end of this one because they deserve it, but they just have been outplayed in this one.
And a big tackle right there by Ben Rumrill on Boyd Schaefer on that kick return. And
you've mentioned him name more than once on kick returns too, tackles.
Rumrill. I mean, he's a staunch defender out here. He plays the offensive line for Bellows Falls, and I don't have him listed as a starter on defense, but he's made a lot of big stops.
He has, and he's a senior.
There's a handoff right up the middle for Woodstock. And he's going to be helped up, but he's getting up slowly. Can't quite tell who it is. It looks like number 4, Riley O'Neill. And he's been a pretty solid player today, too. He's going to come out for a second. Take a look at the replay. O'Neill's going to run off left tackle, and he gets twisted up a little bit. Again, stopped there by Stephen James.
12 seniors on this Woodstock team, 10 on the roster for Bellows Falls. So a lot of players coming back.
And there you go. And we have a timeout. Looks like it's timeout Woodstock. We'll be back on the NFHS Broadcast Network.
An enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously. Yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we're back at Munson Field at South Burlington High School. Today's Division III championship game winding down. 9 minutes left in this one. Bellows Falls 45, Woodstock 14. Oates rolls out, tosses underneath. Pass complete to Rowan Larmy. He's going to rumble out to the 35. Brought down about the 39. 21-yard rumble by Rowan Larmy. And take a look at the replay here. Axel Oates fakes a handoff underneath, rolls out, little toss over the middle to Larmy, and he rumbles down to the 39. Great job there by Larmy. First time he's caught the ball all day, isn't it, Paul?
It is, yes. First reception of the day.
Oates rolling to his, little pitch ahead intended for Larmy again.
Little Josh Allen action there.
Yeah.
Maybe Mahomes, pitch it with your right hand.
I'm watching a little NFL. Nice play. Can see the fans for the next game trickling in here.
Yeah, there'll be a good crowd for that one.
Indeed. You've got the higher seed team to our right, lower seed to our left.
And number 1 versus number 2.
Bring it on. D1 state title game on tap for 5 o'clock. Woodstock, man in motion. Oates steps up. There's a nice throw over the middle. Pass caught by number 2, Asher Emery, down at the 32-yard line.
29 yards.
29. That was a beautiful pass from Axel Oates.
Yeah, well done.
Set up in the pocket, had plenty of time to throw, and here's the replay. Watch this. Little handoff fake, and then steps into the throw. That's what he wasn't doing before, Paul. He wasn't stepping into the throw. But, again, the defense was right in his face.
He's been under a lot of pressure
Yes.
today, Alan. And
Yes.
he's not had that opportunity to step forward like that. His offensive line gave him some time that time, and you can see what he can do if he has time to throw it.
Yeah, quality quarterback, Axel Oates. And he's going to throw it again. Drops back and throws this one out into the flat. That's complete. Brought down at the 20. Boyd Schaefer with the catch. Woodstock getting it rolling here late. But is it too little, too late, Paul?
Well, I don't know that they can make up this kind of a gap with 7.5 minutes to go in the game, but I love the fact that the effort is still there.
Yeah, I agree. And the tough thing is they've got to score quickly, and when Bellows Falls get the ball, they've got those running backs that can just churn up the yards. But more importantly, it's just going to keep the clock rolling. So the clock is not going to be Woodstock's friend.
We did have encroachment penalty there.
I'll move it up 5.
Woodstock will get 5 free yards, which at this point of the game they can use.
Any free yards are good yards.
1st and 5 now.
As we approach the 7-minute mark of the 4th quarter, Oates up under center. Emery in motion. Quick pump fake. Throw it out into the flat. And that is caught. And the
official hasn't put his hand up in the air yet.
They're going to confer. One's going to say yes, he caught it. The other's going to say yes, he had his feet in bounds.
Well, the tie.
Or they should.
The tie goes to
and
the
it is
offense.
A touchdown.
Yeah, if they both have possession of the football, it goes to the offense. So let's take a look at this.
Nice toss and catch. Boy, beautiful throw there by Axel Oates.
A 20-yard play.
In the back of the end zone. Looks like it was caught by number 15, Brody McGaffigan, wrestling it away from the defender. Here's the replay again. Great camera work up there. I could see where, the officials are taking their time to get that one right. Ball almost ripped away by the Terrier defender. Great camera work to our people upstairs. Nice capture by Kevin.
6:50 mark here left in the 4th quarter.
Oates looking to throw again. All kinds of time. Back edge, and that one's knocked away by Bazin. Again, intended for McGaffigan. It'll be 45-20, 6:50 remaining here in the D3 title game, live from South Burlington High School. We'll be back on the NFHS Broadcast Network. Kickoff. Oh, they do try an onside, and he's going to field it, and that should be Woodstock's football.
That ball went 12 yards, and I think it went 11 of them before he touched it. I think that is going to be their football.
The officials are talking it over, but you see the replay, and Emery fields it at the 49 of Bellows Falls.
Yeah, that's 11 yards from the tee, and that's going to stand.
Well, we're just waiting for the officials to confirm it.
Nobody's pointed that way, though, have they?
No, they have not. Well, they're setting up the first down markers that way.
And Woodstock's offense is on the field, and they've called a play.
There you go. We'll go with that.
Now the officials want to talk about it.
Yep.
Oh, the clock.
Oh. Yep, roll the clock.
Doing the 25-second clock back there.
All right, Woodstock man in motion. Oates, look at, wow, great pressure underneath. Throws it across the middle, and somehow that ball got in the vicinity of Emery.
I'll tell you what, Asher Emery kind of quit on that ball a little bit. He was covered by two defenders. Axel Oates threw it to where he thought he was going to be, and folks, this did not miss by much.
But Axel Oates was hammered as he delivered that ball.
He hung in there knowing what was coming, too.
Yeah, and he had some great pressure from Carter Harper at first, but then it looked like Steve Joslin came through and got a lick on him just as he threw it.
Well, this Bellows Falls defense going to have their ears pinned back now because they know they've got to throw the football.
Exactly, and here they go. Oates drops straight back, throws it out on the left side. Pass caught at the 30. That is Larmy.
18-yard gain.
Great catch by Larmy going up and grabbing it at the high point. And that's tough to do when you're wearing shoulder pads, folks. Oates sets up, again, great pressure. But look at Larmy go up and just sky and pull it out before the defenders can get there.
Very nice catch.
That's the way you do it, folks. 1st and 10 at the BF 30.
And a nice job by Oates getting that ball away.
Oates again under pressure.
Oh,
and that
boy.
one's going to be intercepted. And Bellows Falls is going to bring it down. That's number 8, Andrew Goyette. And again, you know, you talked about it, Paul. They can send the house up front and get pressure on Oates, but back deep, they're going to play a rover ball hawk, and nice, easy interception for Goyette playing the center of the field.
Yeah, they had a safety back there playing really good defense, was going to take the deepest man from the line of scrimmage. He did, and picked it off.
That pass kind of floated out there a little bit. And we'll get it right back down to Eric here in just a second. Right after this play, Eric, we'll bring you back for the Faith Toyota and Ford halftime or sideline report. Handoff underneath, and oh my gosh, here comes Connors again. 87 yards. Connors is gone. That might put him over 300.
We've seen that play before. We have seen that play before, folks.
We sure have. Eric, Faith and Toyota sideline report. Let's bring it, buddy.
I'll tell you right now, Connors is just like a big truck you can get from, I mean, that's unbelievable. I'll tell you this. Ramsey Royale, after that interception was thrown, just a class act, goes over and gives his quarterback a high five or a little fist pump.
Yep.
And, you know, that's just great coaching.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the kid makes a pass that gets intercepted. Hey, he's played his heart out here today. And right there, 87 yards, special delivery by number 22, Pat Connors for the Terriers, puts it up 52-20. And they're coming out for the extra point, 2-point conversion again.
272 yards rushing on the day for Pat Connors.
And Lasai scoots around the right edge for the 2-point conversion. And there you go, 54-20. 6 minutes left in this one, folks. Take a look at the replay. Lasai, great blocking over there on the right edge. And Lasai scampers into the end zone to get that 2-point conversion.
And, folks, as we get a little closer to the completion of this one, V-Trans would like you to know that they want you to buckle up. Seatbelt first, celebration second. Buckle up for your drive so you can safely celebrate a great season once you get back home. The VPA and the Vermont State Highway Safety Office remind you that traffic safety is a team sport and to use a seatbelt every trip, every time. Drivers and passengers, thank you for attending today's VPA State Championship. Buckle up, stay safe, and drive well, Vermont.
There you go. And tonight, sounds like some weather coming in, Paul. So after the third game of the day, hopefully everybody gets home safely. I think we should be out of here ahead of that storm.
We're going to keep our fingers crossed that that's the case.
But you don't care. I'm driving.
Well, I do care because you are driving.
Woodstock fields it at the 20, and great open field tackle there by Connor Perry.
Connor Perry, we talked about a great form tackle before in this game, or the one before. That was one of them.
That was a beauty. And out in the middle of the field on something like a kick return, that makes it even more valuable. I mean, sometimes when you're kind of tied up in traffic, it's a little easier to do that. Easier being a relative term. But out in the middle of the field where people are going full tilt, that's kind of hard to do.
That was a good play. They've made a lot of good plays today, offensively and defensively.
They certainly have, this Terrier team. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout. Woodstock play clock was winding down. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you today's action here on the NFHS Network. American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, Vermont State Highway Safety Office, Northwest Designs, Inc., Market 32 and Price Chopper, Efficiency Vermont, Wilson Sporting Goods. Our sideline report by Faith's Auto Group, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Limelight Restoration Services, Sticks and Stuff, Main Street Graphics, Faith's Auto Group, James Plumbing Heating Oil Company, Lovell Farms, Barrett and Valley Associates, Greater Falls Insurance, J&H Hardware, Springfield Hospital, Fall Mountain Pharmacy, Pizza Palace, and Allen Brothers.
And while you were reading those advertisers, which is important to do because we're not here without them, Axel Oates was tackled for a loss and fumbled the football, but came back up with it.
They came back with the possession, though. Good, good.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Yeah, it's a big sack right there. 5:20 remaining. And Bellows Falls has everybody within 10 yards of the line. There's a big run right up the middle. Riley O'Neill pounds it out across the 30, gets back 9 yards.
Riley O'Neill made his presence known right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. He's a gamer. He's played hard all game. Take a look here at the replay. And boom, runs right over Saul James. Yeah, we've seen a lot of good hard running here today, both in the first game and now this one. And I got a feeling we're going to see some in the title game coming up next.
And there's a lot of new shirts in the defensive secondary.
That's okay. Get everybody in when you get a score like this. O'Neill bursts it up to the 50, gain of 19.
You like to see that.
I do.
A lot of fresh uniforms out there on the defensive side. I think all 11 players at this point have been substituted for, or at least a majority of them.
And it's good to get those kids in the game, give them a little taste of playoff championship action, get them ready for the future, if you will.
Although, I do see number 3 back there playing safety. He's not playing linebacker, but he's playing safety.
Yeah, that's a pretty good safety option. And pass out on the side and wrestled out of bounds is Asher Emery. He's going to be brought down at the 47. Take a look at the replay here. Oates, a little quick hitting play. Look across the middle, flip it out to the right. And Emery brought down.
Well, as this clock winds down, Alan, this is probably the last game that, or is the last game that you and I will be calling together here this fall, and I've enjoyed every one of them, partner.
Hey, me too, pal. No, it's always a pleasure to see you and chat with you and to cover games together. It's fun. It really is, you know, and yeah, it's been a great season, that's for sure. We've been in a lot of booths across the state, and wow.
I think this is somewhere around the 80th game for NSN and the NFHS combined.
Right. Yeah, a lot of games called here in Vermont for football this fall, and the goal is to do more next year. So if you're a business owner, great pressure up the middle, and that pass is going to fall incomplete. And if you're a business owner and like what you hear, want to promote your favorite team, school, student athlete, well, get in touch with Eric Berry at eberry@nsnsports.net, and he'll hook you up,
No
get
doubt
you part
about
of
it.
the action.
And there are huge numbers of viewers that watch from home.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, he shared those numbers with me a few weeks ago.
Boy,
and
surprising.
One of the big ones was the rivalry game between St. Johnsbury Academy and Linden Institute with over 10,000 viewers.
Yeah.
That's impressive for a small little state like Vermont. But, again, those two schools, a lot of big fan base around the world. And there's an interception. Nope, that's going to fall incomplete. He had it, but great effort there by Asher Emery to break it up.
Well, they're going to turn the ball over. That was 4th down and 7 play. So Bellows Falls will have an opportunity to run this one out, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. You know, they get a first down, maybe 2 here, and yeah, it's going to pretty much wrap it up. 54-20, 3:43 remaining. And I dare say Bellows Falls is going to be your Division III state champion here, folks. They'll advance to 10-1 on the season under Coach Bob Lockerbie. They'll avenge that October loss to Woodstock. Here we go, snap. And Lasai hands off right up the middle. And that's number 33. That's Briar Barnett. He'll pick up the first down. And I think as we were talking about, Bellows Falls will be the first team in the state of Vermont. Yes, they will. The first team in the state of Vermont to have 13 titles to their credit. Bellows Falls is 1-12, 1 in D1, 8 in D2, 3 in D3, soon to be 4. And we have a flag on the play, false start on Bellows Falls. You know, the thing I like too, I mean, a lot of solid supporters for both teams here today. And nobody's left. Everybody's still here cheering on their players.
I love that too.
Yeah, and win or lose, they're going to congratulate them, console them, whatever it may be. But all these players on these two teams, they've had great years. Both came in with 9-1 records. One's going to advance and win it with 10 wins. But, yeah, 2 great seasons, a lot to be happy about, a lot of successes throughout the season. Whoa, and there was a interesting tackle, Paul. That was Connor Perry on the carry, and he got kind of upended. Take a look at this replay here, Paul. Watch him going to the top of the screen and just kind of flip.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, you know, just the way he got tackled up high. Brought his feet out from underneath him, and we approach the 2-minute mark. 2nd and 14 now for the Terriers. Gets darker and darker here today. Taking all the time they can on the play clock. Handoff underneath, right up the middle. And still on his feet, but eventually brought down inside the 35. Big gain there. That's Barnett on the carry. Big 12-yard gain to make it 3rd and 2. That run play right up the middle. Great blocking at the point of attack. We've seen that all day from this Terriers line.
Up to this point, they have 486 rush yards, led by Jaden Bazin with 209 and 272 from Pat Connors.
Wow, 400 yards out of 2 players. That's amazing.
Almost 500.
Almost 500, right. Wow. There's a first down by the Terriers.
And for Woodstock, they have 234 rush yards, 138 through the air for 372-yard total.
Wow.
So They're both good ball clubs.
Yeah, they sure are.
Woodstock could not sustain drives and get their way into the end zone, and Bellows Falls just converted on everything.
Yeah, they
That's
really
the
did.
difference.
Did they even punt today, Paul? I don't think they did.
They did not.
Huh. That's impressive. All right, we're at 40 seconds. This will be the last snap of the ball game. Victory formation for the Bellows Falls Terriers. They let the play clock get down to 10, and they can snap it and take a knee, and that's going to do it. Bellows Falls, your 2025 Division III Vermont Principal Association state champion football team, Paul.
And they earned it.
They certainly did, and they showed why they are the best team in D3 today. Almost 500 yards out of 2 players.
Yeah.
That doesn't even factor in their defensive abilities out on the field. But Bellows Falls, a complete victory here for them today over the Woodstock Wasps. And, you know, for Coach Bob Lockerbie and his team.
Yeah, happy for them.
Yeah, happy for them. And for Ramsey Worrell and the Woodstock Wasps, what a great season.
Well, I was just going to say, I'm happy for them for everything but today.
Right. Right.
They had a great season. This is their first
did.
loss since week 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 9 in a row to get to this point. And, you know, I mean, yeah, they come up just a little short, but great season. Nothing to hang your head about. And, well, there you have it. Woodstock falls to Bellows Falls, 54-20. And for Alan Ruggles, Paul Wheeler, anything that you want to say, Paul?
I just like to say that I've really enjoyed my work with NSN and the NFHS this fall, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure, and we've seen a lot of quality athletes. We've seen good play. We've seen good coaching. It's a joy for me to be part of this environment and for us to be able to bring you these games in the comfort of your own home on an electronic device. However you're watching us, thank you for watching us. We enjoy what we do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, we love it. We love to call high school football. Eric Berry's down on the field with Coach Bob Lockerbie. He's trying to catch him for a quick interview. And, Eric, if you're ready, we'll take it away for Faith's Toyota and Ford sideline report. Eric.
Please tell me you can hear me. I'm with winning championship coach Bob Lockerbie. Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
I mean, this is the 4th for you, right? And it's now number 13 for Bellows Falls, and you're now all-time winningest championship team in Vermont.
I get a lot of that I owe to Coach Bisbee, but we've done well. We've done very well. It's a great group of kids. Had a lot of fun.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
There you have it, head coach Bob Lockerbie. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks, EB. And, you know, the thing I love is Coach Bob Lockerbie, he comes across as a little rough, maybe a little standoffish.
He does to you? I think he's a great guy.
But you hear it right there in his voice, right?
Yeah.
You can tell the joy he has in winning, the way he loves his team and the type of team they are.
Like his kids buy in.
Yeah, I mean, and that's great to hear. And, you know, kudos to Coach Lockerbie and that Bellows Falls Terriers squad. They're getting ready to accept their championship medals and their trophy. And, oh, look at that. We got some camera action.
Hey.
Yeah, thanks, Chad. Yep, Chad's the man. Chad is the man. Nice. There you go. And there we are right up here in the Cattsburg seat. And, you know, so, hey, Chad Simpson down there on the end zone cam. Great work down there. Allie Crammond and Matt Clark up in the crow's nest covering some great football action for you today. Here in the booth, Kevin Richer running. He's our quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He's running
our
the
MVP.
show. He's running the show.
And, Paul, I know it's your last game of the season. You're going to be the sideline reporter for the next game.
I am.
Yep, and I'll be right up here with EB.
Where it's warm.
Where it's warm, and I got my little heater right here, so we'll be good. All right, tune in. We'll be starting the next broadcast at about 4:45. St. Johnsbury Academy in Middlebury teeing off in the title game in Division I, Vermont State High School football. Thanks for watching NFHS